sure his guys want to give it to him. And
playing tonight with his without his huge stud Nicholas Kussman, who's out, and also Amon Vicente. So he's doing it with two of his starters' best players.
Yeah, but like he said, it shouldn't have that big of an effect on his team. There's a lot of guys on this team that can score.
Oh, come on. He was just, that's coach speak. No, I'm kidding. You're right.
Well, you know, and they're doing it, and they should, right? If they're a team that's going to win the West Coast South in 4A, they should be able to do that two-man down.
You're absolutely right. J.D. Backsmith, you wanted him on the boards. Anthony Berg is just an absolute animal on the boards. As we have Vader now into jump hook now the right corner by Peterson. The patented right hook, no good, and guess who got the rebound? Number 4, Anthony Berg. Wisnobruto now in a trap. They get a steal. Rosales down the right side. Oh. Gets it over to Portman into Peterson. Peterson kinds of a little jump hook in the paint, misses, but he'll go to the foul line.
That was a missed opportunity because Tarvin was wide open, weak side. Whoever had the ball at the time, I didn't see who it was, but didn't have their head up.
7:33 left now in the fourth quarter. Just opening minutes here in the fourth. Peterson at the line. Good. Makes it 38-44. Glacier Peak still down in this one.
That shot of his looks strangely slow.
It is good, so he makes him pay 2 points now. 39-44. Quickly they bring it down. Carlson gets it out to Berg. Berg over on the left side. Wisnobruto. Back to Berg. Now deep left baseline comes Carlson into him, and he running right there. He misses the hook, but it's
put back by Manchester. Look at him going after that ball on the offensive rebound. I mean, he goes after it all out.
46-39, he hit the boards hard. Vader inside now, jump hook, tough shot by Peterson, no good, and guess who? Berg gets another rebound.
You know, they've got him pushed down onto the baseline. He doesn't have an angle on the bucket, so he can't use the backboard.
Pass by Wisnobruto, tipped out of bounds by Glacier Peak, and it will be Kamiak battle. Nice job by Portman, though. Manchester inbounds it, looking for help into Berg. Way out near the half-court line is Wisnobruto. Now getting double-teamed. Timeout,
Kamiak. Sure working hard up top. He's got, on the defense, on the trap, the diamond, he's got a lot of work to do on that 1-3-1 diamond half-court trap they got running.
Grizzlies down by 7, 6:44 left in the ball game. Timeout by Kamiak. Both teams 6 not in the bonus yet. Six team fouls each. You know, they've really, Kamiak has kind of dictated in the third quarter. They started to play their game and not allowing. It looks like Glacier Peak's a little hurried. They like to have set, patience, and they look a little hurried, and now Peterson's kind of forcing it. Last one was deep in the right baseline jump hook. I think they got to settle down a little bit.
Yeah, so McLean's 5 steps to basketball, right? Number 1,
here we go.
You got to take care of the ball. Number 2, you got to control the tempo, and in controlling the tempo, it means you got to play your game and not your opponent's. Right now, Glacier Peak is not playing their game. They're playing Kamiak's game, and of course, when Kamiak plays their game, they come up on top, right?
Yeah.
We'll go through the rest of those points later on.
Oh, goody, I can't wait. They're all absolutely true.
Gems, Scott.
They are gems. Back to action. Wisnobruto trapped, almost got him, but he got rid of it to Manchester now on the left baseline. Dribbles around to the free throw. Ooh, traveling. That's Jowett.
You don't want to do that. The sheriff will get you every time.
Turnover by Kamiak.
Excellent defense by GP, but you can notice this trap they got running. It's borderline. You know, it's quirky, right? They're almost out of control, just like Coach was telling us.
Portman now back up top. Here's Rosales from the top of the key. 3, and he hits it. His first one tonight. Ramsey Rosales with a 3 brings it within 4, 42-46.
Rosales was waiting for that. I think he'll be throwing up a few more now.
3-quarter trap. They're calling a timeout. Glacier Peak wanted a turnover, but Corey West called a timeout as they had trouble in the backcourt. They weren't getting across the line.
Yeah, they only got 10 seconds to get that baby across half court. And I think that 10 seconds is also coming off the shot clock, too, at the same time, right? So you got 30 seconds total, 10 to get across half court. They were losing time fast. It's a good call by Coach.
Coach West calls a 30-second timeout. Again, 6:05 left in the game. 42-46. The guys in purple on top from Kamiak. Fun crowd here tonight. Nice student section. You can hear the band in the background. Welcome to STSPN.com and our coverage of Glacier Peak basketball. Home opener tonight against the Knights from Kamiak. We're going to do some home games this year. Try and have a schedule. Check SnohomishTimes.com for all your coverage of Wesco 3A action and articles by all of our friendly sports staff.
Looking forward to an exciting season, Scott.
Friday night, it's an away game, a rivalry against Jackson. Glacier Peak travels about 10 minutes away to the confines of Jackson, where Brett Kingma last year just lit them up. Now to cross the line. Now they get it across the line. Back over to Manchester. J.D. Blacksmith now with a bandage on his head.
Looks like he got his bell rung.
J.D. now from the right corner. Out to Manchester, a deep three ball, and he nails it!
That was pro three-pointer there.
You gotta be kidding me, 49-42.
Downtown.
Woo! That was deep in the seats. Big three-pointer as Glacier Peak was coming back. Now, Tarvin in the right corner, bounce pass into Peterson. A kick is called out of bounds. It'll still be Grizzly ball. Portman out of bounds. Now he gets it up top to Vader. Vader in low to Peterson. Dumping a nice grab.
That was an excellent feed inside from Vader.
Zach Peterson with another one. Brings it to 44-49. But here comes Berg. Jump right hook. Nice job by Anthony Berg, and he makes him pay on transition.
Boy, coming right back.
51-44 Kamiak. Portman under the legs. Drives left-hander. He's fouled, and they're going to call him for an offensive charge. Basket was no good, and the wounded Duck, J.D. Blacksmith, already with a bandage, takes the charge.
Yeah, that's where the kids are getting a little bit amped up. I don't know if I would have called that a charge, though.
Don't have the privilege of instant replay. Portman kind of grabbing his hand. Hope he's all right.
Looked like the defense was kind of leaning to the side on that one, trying to catch that charge.
Great hustle by Drew Darth Vader there on the trap on Berg. Tipped it out of bounds. Still Kamiak ball. Berg the inbound. Now back to Manchester. Goes around the back. Now crosses the midline. Goes left. Deep left corner. Ooh, great hustle by Portman, but gets it off his knee. Still Kamiak ball. 4:41 left. Kamiak up 51-44.
Yeah, for a 6-footer, Portman's got quick hands and quick feet.
Tremendous hustle by both these teams. Manchester on the inbound. Drives in. Now loses it, but Wisnobruto's there. He brings it up top. Trying to trap him. Vader blocks him from the baseline. Gets it off to Berg. Berg now back over to Wisnobruto. 9 seconds on the clock. Wisnobruto, a prayer. Misses it. Rebound. Peterson finds release. Here's Portman. Oh. And he'll get Quinn Carlson to take the foul. No good.
Portman didn't know it, but he had Vader trailing him wide open.
Portman put his left shoulder in and kind of bounced Carlson out of the way. Went up for kind of a weak shot. It wasn't good, but he's going to the line with 4:15 left.
Yeah, he led with that shoulder on that one, but the defense was way out of position. Boy, if he would have just put that off the backboard or just left it at the free throw line for Vader, it would have been really nice.
Crowd discussing that call as Portman's had a good night. Mitchell Portman, a junior, 6'1", drains that one. 45-51 now, Glacier Peak.
Yeah, everybody loves to second guess the sheriff, but the sheriff is the only one whose opinion matters.
Quinn Carlson will take a seat now, and checking back in is Jowett. Portman misses the second one, and Berg with the rebound. Passing it to Wisnabruto, and it's off his hands, a turnover, and Glacier Peak gets the ball.
Portman very, very active.
Quick hands, long hands. Portman the inbound now, gets it way out top to Vader, back to Portman. He's up top. Looks inside, gets his man on the elbow. Zach Peterson now looking for help. Swinging around to Ramsey, back to Portman now. Up top, 3:59 left.
Into Peterson.
Looking for trailers. Peterson now takes it, dribble drive, right hook off the edge of the backboard. Not a great shot. Rebound, Kamiak.
He was running out of time. He had to do something with the ball.
Portman with the quick hand steals it now back to Tarvin. Left-hander, and he makes it. 47-51, Glacier Peak, 3:35 left. Wisnabruto. Bird still in the backcourt. Now gets it across to Jowett. Jowett now, dribble drive, spins, dishes it to Blacksmith. Blacksmith up, and it's good, and the foul on Zach Peterson.
Yeah, he drew Peterson into that one. But you can see Glacier Peak has amped up the full court press and the half court trap, right? And this is the kind of game they want to play. They want to be really active, borderline out of control, and it's what they like. Occasionally, you know, the other team's going to capitalize on it, but a lot of times you're going to pick up the ball and get some easy buckets.
J.D. Blacksmith nails that one to make it 54-47. Glacier Peak had a turnover and a push.
Still just a 7-point game. 3 minutes, lots of time.
And now at the elbow is Vader. Kind of dishes it out to Ramsey. 3-ball, no good off the front of the rim. Rebound Manchester. Kamiak coming the other way. Now he'll slow it down. Now he'll take it in. Still dribbling. They're going to call it out of bounds on Glacier Peak. Again, Portman.
It was off Portman. Got his hand on the ball.
Cat-like hands for Mr. Portman. Inbound Berg now to Wisnabruto.
Ooh.
Jowett now baseline. He's going to get blocked by Zach Peterson. Trying to go baseline.
How many is that on Zach? Don't want to get him in foul trouble, even only with 3 minutes left.
2:55 left, 47-54. Kamiak on top. Only the first on Peterson. Jowett drains the first one. 55-47 now. Kamiak lengthening their lead.
Yeah, you can't trade with them this late in the game, not when they're up, right? You gotta shut them down and then get some opportunities yourself.
Misses the second one, still 47-55, Kamiak. Now, Portman settles it out front. Now tries to beat his man, dribbles left. Tries to get a pick, goes around the back. Portman working really hard. Finally hands it off to Tarvin up top, back to Portman. Ramsey from 3, off the mark, but Vader went up high for the rebound.
They're calling him for a push.
They're going to call him, and that puts Kamiak into the 1-and-1.
Fouls on number 5, Drew Vader.
It's not bad to get him at the line, though. You can get that ball back.
Stops the clock. That's the third on Drew Darth Vader.
GP's got to get some better looks at the hoop, though. They're just not getting high percentage looks right now.
Wisnabruto's going to go to the line. Not sure if that was a foul on him, but they're going to take the 1-to-1. Oh, they're in the double bonus. Excuse me. 10 fouls. They're in the double bonus, so he drains that one, makes it 56-47. Kamiak.
Well, that's a serious problem.
Devilar back into the lineup for Glacier Peak with 4 fouls. 2:27 left in the fourth. Wisnabruto misses that one. Rebound Zach Peterson, pushes out to Portman. They got to hurry it up now. 2:22 left in the ball game. Peterson on the right wing. Now back out to Portman. Takes it on the near side now. Drives the left. Now comes back out. Top tipped by Kamiak. And he takes it all the way down. It'll be out of bounds on the backcourt now by Devilar for Glacier Peak.
You can see what Glacier Peak seems to be missing. They're missing a three-point shooter. Right? It looks like they're trying to make that out of Rosales, but it's not working for them right now.
Portman up top. Devilar swings it to Tarvin for three. No good, off the mark. Rebound, J.D. Blacksmith. Now he gets it to Berg. Berg gets around Tarvin, brings it across the midline. Kicked by Portman, and Portman, he's got 8 feet and 3 fingers and 7 hands. I don't know. He's kicking balls everywhere.
He's an octopus. He's got his feet, his hands, his head, and everything on that ball. He's been on the floor 3 or 4 times. Reckless abandon.
Wisnabrudu now back in the backcourt. Want to thank the Snohomish School District for all their cooperation and hospitality tonight. Superintendent Dr. Mester working with us here as Wisnabrudu. Now deep left corner pocket. J.D. Blacksmith, that might have been the nail in the coffin. A 2-pointer, 58-47. Kamiak in control with 1:22 left.
Yeah, now almost a turnover.
Saw the quick hands and huge burst of Anthony Berg.
I think we might just chuck this one up to a learning experience for GP.
Jowett out. Quinn Carlson back in. That's a 3-ball from Ramsey Rosales.
Good.
50-58 within 8 with 1:13. What do you do, John?
Well, you got to look for more 3 balls. You got to look for some turnovers. You got to score a lot. You got to score quick, and you can't let the other team score.
They're in double bonus. You foul quickly.
Double bonus, it's tough. I don't know about fouling. You're putting them to the line for 2 shots. That's a hard call.
You gotta work the clock though. They put 1:15 back, added a couple there on the clock, it looks like. Hope you're enjoying Wesco 3A action here. Glacier Peak Grizzlies home. Glacier Peak High School, we're in their home court. Search for some fun high school basketball action.
It's great. I'm having a great time. It's just fabulous being back in the gym.
Interesting game. You know, Glacier Peak came out really strong, kind of took the lead, took control. Second quarter, Kamiak came back.
Even though the first half was a tie, I'd give the first half to Glacier Peak. I think they, if you're going by halves, I think they won that half, even though it was a tie in points. They controlled that half.
Tied 38-38 at half.
Second half, not so much. This has been Kamiak's ball game in the second half.
The third quarter absolutely killed them. Even though Kamiak was hitting 3 balls right and left in the end of in the second quarter, third quarter they weren't hitting 3s, but they were controlling the boards and getting good shots.
Like Coach Hunter was saying, though, his guys have not given up. They're going. They're playing hard, running fast, going after every single ball. They're competitive.
There's a call. Trying to see, I think it was called on Manchester. It was for a push. So Glacier Peak, a nice turnover in the full court press. So they're in the 1-and-1. Oh, they're not in the 1-and-1, excuse me.
So you can see Kamiak goes into a 2-3 zone. Well, not really, partially. On the inbounds play underneath the basket, most teams do that. And then they'll switch immediately to man after the ball comes in.
On the inbounds here, no 1-and-1. You got Mitchell Portman now, underneath the right side of the basket, taking it in, trying to get to Peterson. Gets Rosie Rosales, deep right corner, air ball. Rebound, Blacksmith.
Yeah, they want him to be a 3-point shooter, but I don't know if he's there yet this season.
Wisnabrudu under pressure, looking for help, and turns it over. Great defense by Devilar and Portman. Again, Glacier Peak going to get the ball. Down by 8 with 1:03. They're doing it all right, John.
The Grizzlies got a lot of heart. They're really trying.
Portman with the inbound. He finds Rosie. Alice.
There we go.
Nails it. 3-pointer. 53-58, 55 seconds left. Looking for a foul. Here's Berg. Gets it.
5-point ball game.
Manchester. Now to Wisnabrudu. He takes it. He's going to take it out front.
That's smart. He's going to work the clock.
Portman trying to go for it. He beats him. Wisnabrudu just dribbling around now. Nice block, but out of bounds by Portman. 38.3 seconds left to go. Grizzlies making it interesting, down by 5, 53-58. Berg with the inbound, finds Wisnobruto. Holds it on the top of the key right side. Tarvin trying to make him work, now switches on Porman. Porman's going to get caught with 27 seconds left. Porman fouls Wisnobruto and is going to take him to the line. 53-58. Kamiak on top. 27 seconds left to go.
That's his second.
The boys getting a little talking to by Coach Hunter.
Mitchell, Porman, Vader, all these guys working their tails off. Kamiak doing a great job of controlling this game.
Wisnobruto, a lot of smarts, a lot of heads-up play there. Passing up a, potential basket, bringing it back up top and working the clock a little bit. That was really heads up.
Hits the first free throw, makes it 59-53. Kamiak. Second one's up, and it is good. Now they hit the 60 mark.
We're still at a 7-point ball game, but 20 seconds isn't much time.
Porman left side, now tosses to Tarvin. Tarvin, a Hail Mary three, no good. Rebound. Peterson tried to kick it off the Kamiak player, no good. It'll be Kamiak's ball.
Tarvin was hoping for a foul on that.
Inbound to Blacksmith, and Peterson has fouls to give, and he gives one right there to the bandage, the walking wounded, Mr. J.D. Blacksmith, 42.
Yeah, the problem is who to foul on Kamiak. They're all shooting pretty good from the line.
18 seconds left to go.
I definitely wouldn't foul Manchester.
The Knights are up by 7. Hoping to add to that is J.D. Blacksmith. He's had a good game tonight. 6'5" senior nails the first one. 61-53. Kamiak on top. Opening action tonight here for Glacier Peak. Second for Kamiak. That one rolls off deep now to Porman. Porman over to Rosales.
Rosales probably should have shot that.
Tarvin in low to Peterson. He bounces it on the right side. It's a 2. They need more than that.
Coach calls a timeout.
55-61 now, Glacier Peak. Down by 6. 7.6 seconds left.
Don't even have to cross midfield, or half court, I mean. Midfield. I'm still stuck in football. But, 7.6 seconds, right? You're hoping to catch that inbounds pass because...
Well, folks out there, look for stspn.com for our next broadcast, live video streaming. Going to do as many home games as we can. We still have some openings for sponsorship. If you're interested, contact editor Todd at SnohomishTimes.com. Hope everybody's enjoyed the broadcast as much as we've had fun doing it.
It's been an interesting start to the season.
We apologize for the video. We know the connection isn't great. We'll try and work on that in between broadcasts. Glacier Peak now out on the court. Kamiak finishing their huddle. Peterson, Devilar, Rosales, Tarvin, and Porman now out for Glacier Peak.
You can expect Tarvin and Porman to be all over these guys.
Berg with the inbound. He goes deep. He's got Manchester. Porman fouls him before he took off for the bucket. Good news for Glacier Peak. Only a few ticks, 7.2 seconds left now, and they'll take Manchester to the line.
Yeah, the problem is it's Manchester at the line.
61-55. Kamiak on top here.
Oh,
bounces out.
In and out. Uncharacteristic.
Misses that one. Stick around. We'll do a real brief recap. Look to stspn.com for highlights of this game. Makes the second one. 62-55. 6 seconds left. Brings it down court.
Rosales for 3.
Misses. Rebound Peterson, and that'll do it. Kamiak comes in. Coach West gets his first victory here at the home of the Grizzlies with a 62-55 victory. Congratulations to the Knights of Kamiak. Well, John, we knew we had a young team in tonight, did Brian Hunter, and they hustled and they worked really, really hard, but you saw the senior leadership and the experience and the control by the guys from Kamiak.
Yeah, and really we were expecting this. What I wasn't expecting was for Glacier Peak to come out in the first half and basically control the basketball game. So that bodes well for the rest of their season.
Again, Hunter said, Coach Hunter, looking for a 3-ball. He really needed, I know Rosales tried, but they couldn't connect, and that was really a difference coming down the stretch to try and make a run. 71% unofficial stats here was Kamiak from the field. Glacier Peak just a 57% shooting and 23% from the three-point line. Again, even with Kamiak still shooting 60% from the three-point line.
Yeah, Glacier Peak had some problems, and one of those was blocking out. They had a hard time rebounding. Kamiak got a lot of second and third attempts, and you just can't do that in high school basketball, right? You got to shut them down. You got to give them one shot. You want to make that shot be, a low percentage shot if you possibly can, but then you can't give them a second attempt at it.
Well, it's a good learning experience for the young Grizzlies, and for Kamiak, they kind of move on. You can kind of see they got a lot of weapons, and 2 of them weren't even here tonight. So look for a good season for Kamiak.
Yeah, I think they're going to have a good season, a good time. It looked like a great bunch of kids. Looked like they had fun out there while they were working hard. Glacier Peak, though, never gave up. Just like Coach says, a lot of hard work, and the kids like doing it. So they're gonna be a formidable opponent or a formidable team in the Wesco 3A.
Well, next up Friday night at Jackson, does Glacier Peak travel to meet the Timberwolves in Jackson. And that's going to do it for our first inaugural basketball broadcast for John McClain, Ron Henthorne, our spotter, executive producer, 5-tool player, Todd Helbig. I'm Scott Oshman saying so long, and stay tuned and look for STN.com.
Good night, everybody.